Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. Life in general has no meaning. Whatever meaning life has must be assigned to it by the individual. Alfred Adler was an Austrian physician, psychotherapist, and one of the most influential figures in modern psychology. Born in Vienna, Adler grew up in a large family and faced health challenges in his early years, including a severe case of rickets and pneumonia. These experiences shaped his deep interest in overcoming adversity and understanding human motivation. Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Trust only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. Man knows much more than he understands. The truth is often a terrible weapon of aggression. It is possible to lie and even to murder with the truth. Exaggerated sensitiveness is an expression of the feeling of inferiority. Adler's groundbreaking ideas about the inferiority complex, the drive for significance, and the role of purpose in shaping behavior continue to influence psychology and self-help today. His legacy lies in his belief that people are not just shaped by their past, but can actively create their future by striving for meaning and connection. He was the initiator of individual psychology. In Praxis und Theorie der Individualpsychologie 1920, he defined the mechanisms of formation of a healthy and sick personality. To be a human being means to possess a feeling of inferiority, which constantly presses towards its own conquest. The greater the feeling of inferiority that has been experienced, the more powerful is the urge for conquest and the more violent the emotional agitation. This quote begins here. A simple rule in dealing with those who are hard to get along with is to remember that this person is striving to assert his superiority, and you must deal with him from that point of view. This quote ends here. You can be healed of depression if every day you begin the first thing in the morning to consider how you will bring a real joy to someone else. A fight with a child is always a losing fight. He can never be beaten or won to cooperation by fighting. In these struggles, the weakest always carries the day. Something is demanded of him which he refuses to give, something which can never be gained by such means. An incalculable amount of tension and useless effort would be spared in this world if we realized that cooperation and love can never be won by force. There is a courage of happiness as well as a courage of sorrow. The style of life is a unity because it has grown out of the difficulties of early life and out of the striving for a goal. Adler initially worked closely with Sigmund Freud, but later broke away to develop his own school of thought, individual psychology. He emphasized the importance of social relationships, community, and personal growth, moving away from Freud's focus on unconscious drives. My psychology belongs to everyone. Nobody adopts antisocial behavior unless they fear that they will fail if they remain on the social side of life. All failures, neurotics, psychotics, criminals, drunkards, problem children, suicides, perverts, and prostitutes, are failures because they are lacking in social interest. To see with the eyes of another, to hear with the ears of another, to feel with the heart of another. For the time being, this seems to me an admissible definition of what we call social feeling. Freud believed that human behavior is driven by sexual and aggressive instincts. In contrast, Adler argued that it is the feelings of inferiority experienced in childhood that motivate us. According to Adler, our attempts to overcome these feelings and achieve a sense of superiority are the driving forces behind our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We are self-determined by the meaning we give to our experiences, and there is probably something of a mistake always involved when we take particular experiences as the basis for our future life. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. There. The feeling of inferiority rules the mental life and can be clearly recognized in the sense of incompleteness and unfulfillment and in the uninterrupted struggle both of individuals and humanity. Every neurotic is partly in the right. To be human means to feel inferior. A simple rule in dealing with those who are hard to get along with is to remember that this person is striving to assert his superiority, and you must deal with him from that point of view. It is well known that those who do not trust themselves never trust others. Men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are feared, but only men of character are trusted. There is only one reason for an individual to sidestep to the useless side, the fear of a defeat on the useful side. Life is just the same as learning to swim. Do not be afraid of making mistakes, for there is no other way of learning how to live. A lie would have no sense unless the truth were felt as dangerous. No man can think, feel, will, nor even dream, without everything being defined, conditioned, limited, directed by a goal which floats before him. The self-bound individual always forgets that his self would be safeguarded better, and automatically the more he prepares himself for the welfare of mankind, and that in this respect no limits are set for him. What person confined in a small room with nothing but a tea cozy will not eventually put the tea cozy on their head? Tears and complaints, the means which I have called water power, can be an extremely useful weapon for disturbing cooperation and reducing other to a condition of slavery. It is easy to believe that life is long and one's gifts are vast. Easy at the beginning, that is, but the limits of life grow more evident. It becomes clear that great work can be done rarely, if at all. Thank you for exploring the world of Alfred Adler with me. His focus on overcoming challenges, building connections, and striving for purpose sets him apart as a truly unique voice in psychology. If you found this video insightful, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on great thinkers and their life-changing ideas. See you next time.